All right, testing. One, two, one, two. Brr, brr. What's up, Internet? It's your friendly neighborhood time traveler, taking a trip back to the year of our Lord, 2006. The year of questionable fashion choices and dial-up internet speeds. I mean, seriously, if you didn't have frosted tips and a flip phone, were you even living your best life? The year where MySpace was our first trip into coding. And if you didn't have Tom and your top friends, you were exiled from your town and forced to live with everybody else who still used Friendster. Ah, good times. What makes 2006 so special? Well, that's when Garry's Mod came out. Garry's Mod, sometimes known as Gmod, is a great game for creative people. If you've never played it, you can pretty much do whatever in it, even by yourself. And that's what this video is about. Now, I hadn't played Garry's Mod in maybe 7 or 8 months. In fact, I hadn't been on Steam at all. I'm not really a gamer. One day I decided to check out the Gmod workshop, just to see if there was any new stuff that looked cool. And that's when I found out my prayers had been answered. Something I had hoped for had finally been added. Save add-ons to collection. My God, the only thing I've wanted from Gmod. Literally. The first thing I did? Make a bunch of collections of add-ons with themes. What kind of themes? TV and movie. At the time I was just playing for fun, so I didn't record anything. Probably for the best, since recording and playing really lags my computer. Some of the stuff that happened was pretty cool, and the more I thought about it, the more I wanted to make this video. Telling you how I used 100 to 200 add-ons to play an 18-year-old game by myself and still have fun. Now, when I roleplay in Gmod, I try to frame it like a movie or a TV show. It helps with some things, like what to do and stuff. Now, they weren't all winners, so I figured let's get the duds out of the way. So, I like horror, and one of the things I set up was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, I spawned some NPCs, led a group of them to a house in a wooded area where I spawned a Leatherface. This is when I reached my first problem. I don't really know anything about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I wasn't really sure what to do for a plot, but that didn't matter though, because while I was deep in thought, the Leatherface NPC crashed through the second story window and killed 3 of the NPCs before chasing me through the forest. I got somehow bored and scared at the same time. So, I changed the idea to don't get to know the Power Rangers! You are coded! Always devoted! Go! So, for some reason, I thought this would be easier to do. Beat up some NPCs, smash some monsters with 5 giant robots, then combine into a bigger robot and smash more monsters. And that's exactly what I did. But that got boring pretty fast. This is it. This has to be great, right? The old Jurassic Park plots were pretty simple. Dinosaurs want to kill you, and you want to escape. I had a map of the island from the first movie, dinosaurs that could eat NPCs, and a few ideas of things I could do. So, I go in, got in position, turned on the NPC thinking, and the map didn't have AI nodes or a nav mesh, so the NPCs didn't move. The Boys is a popular show on Amazon, so I don't really need to explain what it is. Going in, I knew I wouldn't be able to roleplay the complex divergent of superhero culture that this show does by myself. But Garry's Mod has models of the characters and a map of 7 towers, so I'm just gonna beat the shit out of Homelander 7. So yeah, I just flew around in a spaceship as Star-Lord while listening to 70s music. I don't wanna play around no more. Yeah. So I actually thought of a nice plot for this. Buffy has to come teach a new Slayer about things, so plot, check. The only thing is I kinda didn't really want to do it after a few minutes. Really boring doing a story-driven show like that by yourself. Spider-Man's something I've done in the past, so I figured this one had to work. Unfortunately, the Spider-Man weapon I used to use that had the fight moves and all of that stuff didn't work anymore. And to top that off, the Doc Ock and Green Goblin special NPCs that I used to use were gone. Doc Ock could throw a car at you and Green Goblin could fly and shoot at you with his glider. Rep great add-ons. I love Smallville, and I had the perfect add-ons for this to work. But the problem became pretty clear right away. Imagine if Clark didn't have any meteor freaks to fight. Yeah. Same thing as Smallville, but it's super speed. But it was fun to zip around the map for a while. Also, rep the Stars lab map. You and Arrow map cave flew too close to the sun. This is when I got tired of all the duds. Things had to be better, more thought out. What would make this better? That's when I got it. Besides working like TV shows and movies, they should also act like video games. Who'd have thought something you're playing needing to be playable? So, this one failed. Sorta. At least the original idea did. I was gonna spawn in some villains, give them some gangs, and let them roam around whichever map I picked and go around beating them up. I found a map that I thought looked cool, but when I loaded it up, it wasn't an open map like I thought. Still had that Gotham look, but not fully what I was looking for. So, how could I work with this? Well, the map did sort of look like an Arkham map. That's when I had an idea. I went to the workshop to see if there was anything I could find that would, I don't know, add to something that might be missing from something Batman related. And that's when I found it. It was a staff that ran on this animation system. Great, but still didn't have a story idea. What was I gonna do? Guess I'll beat the hell out of a bunch of Joker goons while I think. Needs a little bit more work on finding a map, but I could see this working out on a bigger scale, so to speak. I think this video is going on long enough. Gmod has the chance to be pretty much anything you want it to be, and I'll be able to show you that more in the next part. And first thing we're going to talk about?
Previously on X-Men.
We hop up in the ship and move at Mach speed. X-Men is the squad if you got beef. I got a brand new fly girl and she knock me. My whole team full of shooters and we got heat. Scott got lasers coming out his damn eyes. If he blink at you, he gon' take your damn life. Wolverine stay with the metal, that's my damn guy. If Rogue touch you, she gon' take your damn life.